All right, Oakland, we are back. Man, it's time for us to take your pieces of crap Oakland Athletics into the year 6 offseason. After a disappointing back-to-back years in year 5 and year 6, after winning the World Series in year number 4, it's time for us to make some big changes with this team. I wanted to build a dynasty, and if anyone missed our live stream on Sunday, we took it past year 5 and past year 6 in hopes of winning that second World Series championship. But what happened? Year 5, we missed out in the playoffs. I don't even know why. It was like year 3 all over again. And then the final year, year number 6, we had a late season falter to the Texas Rangers and Mike freaking Trout, who decided to sign with Texas. They end up beating us in the last 2 series that we faced them. Right here, we lost 2-1. And the last series of the season, we lost 3-1. And that was enough to give them a 1-game lead over us to take the division, which means we had to go up against the Angels in the wild card game, and we got our asses spanked. Masahiro Tanaka, their starting pitcher, he gave them a gem, while Sonny Gray, our starting pitcher, our $16 million man, decided to give up a grand salami in the top of the first. I knew it was over after that. I got pissed off. I rage quit. I just simulated nice and quickly. If you guys want to go back and watch my rage, it'll be there at the end of the last video. I know the last video was kind of long. It was a freaking 5-hour live stream, but you can find it. Look what Tanaka did, man. 9 innings pitched, only gave up 4 hits and 3 walks. We couldn't do anything with that. And Sonny Gray, I took him out after that grand slam. He only gave up that 1 hit. It was 3 walks to load the bases. Now, one of the walks were my fault because I pitched around, but 2 other walks. 2 other walks, and then Schledler or whatever his fucking name is. Oh, man, I'm swearing like a sailor, and then the video just started. He comes in there, gets a grand salami, and I knew it was over. Good job, Sonny Gray. ERA 54 in the freaking playoffs. So, it looks like we have some major decisions to make. I don't want to end this Oakland A's franchise. I'm enjoying going multiple years, and I'm getting the sense that it's not like hockey where you can build a perennial winner that's always going to be competitive. Just making the playoffs, just winning your division is a tough thing. If you're in the wild card game, anything can happen, right? So back to back, not going to happen. 2 and 3 years, not going to happen. 2 and 4 years, not really feeling like a dynasty anymore, and I really feel like we're in a spot where we need to unload a lot of these players. Let me just show you the managed roster. Sean Manaea, right? Sean Manaea is in his last year. He was making $7 million. If I go to his chemistry, he expects $25 million per season. So he's one of those top of the notch or top of the league type of players who's going to demand the maximum, and the maximum is 30, so $25 million. I think I'm going to have to let this guy go to free agency and just get a draft pick. Look what he did for us in the past 2 years. Year number 4, when we won the World Series, he was great for us, right? ERA of 2.53. I was praising Sonny Gray that season, but you guys were pointing out that Sean Manaea was the real ace, and therefore he started in the playoffs. But then last year, 11-11, not so good. I remember he got his ERA back under control in the second half of the season. You should have seen what it looked like in the first half of year number 5. And then year number 6, 9-13, an ERA of 4.23. We missed our divisional spot by 1 game, right? So, Sean Manaea, $25 million with that kind of season, that's not going to work out for us. Sonny Gray, he's... hang on a second. Sonny Gray, he's making 16.9. He's still got another 2 years left. But after that grand slam in the first inning, right, why might I want to give $17 million to a guy like this? He's 32 years of age, so he might be dropping off. The only bad part is that he has been giving us some pretty good season recently. 13-7 this year. ERA crept up a little bit, but this is what I mean. We gotta make some decisions here. Miguel Sano, I'm gonna keep. Jude Aguero. Let me just sort by salary here so you can see the highest. Yeah, Javier Baez we traded for. We put him as a shortstop for us. He's only 29. I think all the players 30 or younger we can keep, but I think everybody older than that or someone with outstanding salary, we gotta cut loose and build for the future, man. So Sonny Gray might go. Baez can stay. He's 29. Sano can stay. He's 28. Jesse Hahn, he's got 1 more year left. He's turned into a great simulation pitcher over the past 2 years. Look what he did in year number 5. ERA of 2.79 and a whip of 1.13, a record of 14-7. But he's 32 as well, and I could trade him right now, get some value back. Manaea, I think we just have to let go. Walter Chang's 29, so he can stay. Alex Wood, long relief pitcher. I think I can cut him, free up $5 million. Phil Germano, he's 29, he can stay. Tim Schultz, Ryon Healy, I think we can replace with Meza. Andrew Tolles, I think we got to trade away. So there's a lot to do here, boyos. We tried to win the World Series again with the veterans. I tried to bring in some good players. It just didn't work out. So let's go on a full-on rebuild, shall we? But we'll still try to be competitive. But the older players, older than 30, with ridiculous salaries, I'm cutting loose this year. I've had it up to here with these guys, man. I pay them all this money just to get a wild card loss. No, thank you. So let us just advance the day. Let me bring up, hang on, is it going to show the, yes it is. So here is the year 6 playoff tree. You got the Chicago White Sox and Bryce Harper going up against Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees. The LA Angels, who just beat the Oakland Athletics, going up against Mike Trout and the Texas Rangers. My freaking division, man, it's ridiculous. And over in the NL, you got the Atlanta Braves going up against the LA Dodgers, who always seem to be there. Chicago lost to Pittsburgh in the wild card game, and Pittsburgh's going up against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, so let's follow, Let's follow, you know what, I want to see what Bryce Harper, you know what, I want to follow Texas, yeah. Texas got Mike Trout. Mike Trout and Bryce Harper going up against each other in the ALCS. That'd be nice. So hang on a second. The Texas Rangers, boys, yeah, they signed Mike Trout in the year 4 offseason, and ever since then, our regular season simulation has been hell with the amount of times we have to go up against them, right? So let's see what they got here. We got Texas versus LA, our division. Game 1 goes to the LA Angels. Game 2 goes to the Texas Rangers. Game 3 goes to Texas, and Game 4 goes to Texas. Yep. Let's see what Mike Trout was doing. Look at that. 3 hits. He's hitting .444 so far in the playoffs. Forget about it, man. They simulate so well. There's certain players like Clayton Kershaw. He's another one. Chris Sale I've seen dominate. There's certain players that just simulate so well. They're going to be unstoppable, and Trout is one of them. So here we go. We got Chicago versus Texas. It looks like, yeah, you know what this is? Yeah, this is the big series right here. We've been waiting a long time for this, haven't we? Hang on a second. Let me go to Texas. All right, so on Texas, you got Mike Trout, Rougned Odor, Joey Gallo. All right, so those 3 guys, look at that. Look at that power right there. And I think Gallo's got great power as well. Yes, he does. Oh, my God. This team can hit home runs. And they're going up against the Chicago White Sox, who have Bryce Harper. So Bryce Harper and Mike Trout in a series against one another. That is very interesting. So let's see who takes it. I'm going to say Trout again, Texas, just because they gave us such a hard time. Their team I know is good. So Texas versus Chicago. Let's see. Game 1 goes to the White Sox. Game 2 goes to the White Sox. Ooh, the hot bats of Texas have been cooled off here in the first 2 games. Games 3 goes to Texas. All right. Games 4 goes to Texas. So we have a 2-2 series tie. Game 5, it goes to the White Sox. All right. Series is on the line. Who's going to take it? And Bryce Harper and the Chicago White Sox are off to the World Series. So let's follow him. All right. So there you go. Up against the Cincinnati Reds. I wonder who the hell they have at this time. Might as well take a look at some of the players around the league. I mean, we're at year number 6, and if anyone missed that live stream, I mean, a lot can happen. A lot of young players can grow, especially when you're getting past year number 5, right? So Gustavo Gonzalez, third baseman. Take a look at some of those stats. Really good contact hitter. Raul Murillo, starting pitcher. What's the starting pitchers like? Not that good. Man, this team made it. I got to get over there to the freaking NL, man. My team is good enough to be better than these guys, but we're in the freaking AL West or whatever it is, and we're getting smoked by the Angels, the Rangers. It's just too many good teams. All right, so hang on a second. Let's go back to the White Sox again. All right, let's see what they do. I'm going to put my money on the White Sox here. If they just beat the Texas Rangers in 6, Cincinnati didn't look like they had a great team, so let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to Cincinnati. All right, I might be on this, or I might be wrong here. Game 2 goes to Cincinnati. I might really be wrong. Game 3 goes to Cincinnati. What the hell? Are we going to see a World Series sweep by the Cincinnati Reds? No, the White Sox get one back. Game 2. Oh, no, not Game 2. Game 5, and the Reds have defeated the White Sox in the 2022 World Series. So Cincinnati? What the hell? Okay, so GM goals. Let me just bring this up. All right, so you can see what we've been. We started in 2017. I guess it only tracks the last 5 years. 2017, we didn't make the playoffs. Year 2, we made the playoffs, lost in the ALCS. Year 4, we won the World Series. Year 6, we lost in the wild card game. So at least you can say every 2 years we managed to make the playoffs, right? But I want to win that World Series. Yeah. And look at that. Yeah, I wasn't able to show you, but look at the Year 5 record. We finished with a record of 82-80 after going 162. I don't know what happened there, man. That team just trailed off big time. So here we are. Let's take a look at the awards. Have they popped up just yet? Yeah, the National League World Series MVP, Gustavo Gonzalez, the third baseman that I showed you, and the most valued, the playoff MVP, postseason MVP, Adam Duvall off the Chicago White Sox. Interesting. He hit 328, 5 home runs, 15 RBI. Yeah, that's a good postseason. Okay, so that is that taken care of. Let us head into the offseason. All right, so your contract has come to an end. Yep, I believe I will re-sign with the Oakland Athletics. This is still my club, and I want that freaking dynasty, baby. It's not too late. Your farm director, Carlos Volpe, has decided to retire. Yeah, I think this is a year where we have to get all of our coaches back, right? Your contracts with your manager, pitching coach, first base coach, and third base coach have ended. Okay, so I'm going to have to re-sign all of these guys. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. View retired players. Retired players looks like that. David Price is gone. Okay. Joey Votto has decided to retire off the Cincinnati Reds. So they win the World Series, and the guy is gonzo. Good for you, Joey Votto. Canadian, right? All right, so schedule. Yeah, I got to do all this. So managed contracts. This is what we're going into. Michael Alford, Sheldon Palmer, Ryon Healy. It's not a horrible year for contracts. It's just that like a guy like Sean Manaea, my cash flow right now is 177. If I want to give this guy 25 mil, I'm down to 818. And I don't want to keep doing this with this team. I want to free it up and give the space to our younger players because we have so many, and the older players are just not getting it done anymore. So it's time to take that next step towards the youth. We already did it with our outfield. I got to do it for our starting pitching and our infield, like third base. Okay, so I don't want to bore you guys with too much. We have to go through and get all my coaching done, so let me just do this quickly. I'll get the coaches signed. Hang on one second. Okay, so I sent out the contracts for our coaches. Don't worry about the attribute grade saying C right now. It says A when I have them on the real screen. So we got Richard Arnez as our manager. We're sent an offer out to Joel Wilkerson as our farm director. Steven Diaz as our pitching coach. Travis Waters as our first base coach. And Marcus Rosen as our third base coach. Trying to get these guys all signed for 3 years to match up with our hitting coach who we still have for another 3. Okay, so that's that taken care of, and now let's take a look at the team. So I'm going to be doing a lot of just unloading trades in this. I'm not going to trade for positions for the upcoming season. I'll just quickly show you guys what we have, but I feel like we can trust in our prospects to grow for next year. If we miss the playoffs, whatever. We have a one-on, one-off year anyways. We just made the playoffs as a wild card team. Maybe next year is the year that we take a year off, right? So Phil Germano, he's 30 years of age. He's got one more year in his contract. He's going to stay. This guy's great. He might even be our center fielder because we don't have a lot of great outfielders just yet. Cato and Aguero is still growing. So we got Germano, Cato, looks like that. Dutzman, these guys are a little bit too low. Andrew Tolles, I got to trade away. I don't want this guy on the team anymore. He's making $4 million per season. I acquired him for a pinch runner and a outfield substitution. We can get rid of him. But like these guys, like George Grimsley, it's not bad. It's not bad. I can bring him in as a fielder. He's a switch hitter. He's got good batting stats, even though he's got that C potential. It's not bad. Marcus Chappelle, like these guys down here. Alfred Deaton, this guy, look at this. He's got that B potential. Not a bad pinch hitter right there. Jude Aguero, this guy might be able to play center field. I just got to get that arm accuracy up there. It's just on the brink, but he's 90 overall. I don't know if he's going to grow too much more. He's more of a hitter. But Jude Aguero, David Cato, and Phil Germano, the O's in the outfield. Those are our outfielders. But then we have Austin Perez as well. Here's another guy, good hitter. Looks to be not bad defensively, a little bit slow. We could bring him up. Ricky Dutremble, I've been saying this guy's name a lot, would be a good hitter against lefties, 60 and 71. Discipline's up there at 73. He's growing. His B potential went up. Might even benefit from another year down there in AAA. All right, see what I mean, though, about all the younger players? Shortstops, we have Javier Baez. I think I'm going to hold on to him. He's only 30 years of age, and he's making 17 mil. Got him for another year, and then we can trade him at the end of next year if it doesn't work out. Philip Nakajima, we've been trying to groom for a shortstop. His batting stats have not been good. That contact versus righties is way low. I mean, he's been hitting 195. We like his arm strength. Got to get that arm accuracy up there, but he may not be the answer because he's got that B potential, but I think the potential is like 80 or 81. He hasn't been growing too much. Eddie Rosario looks like that. This guy could be the shortstop of the future. One more year down there in AAA. If you see him grow like that, he'll be ready to go, and then we can replace Baez and get rid of that 17 million. Marcus O'Connell, all right. Third baseman Ryon Healy. Ryon Healy might have just played his last game for Oakland. He's not a bad player. I could bring him back, But we have Patrick Meza, our draft pick from 2021, I believe, or 2020. This guy had a breakout season for us. He hit 234, 14 home runs, 54 RBI. Not the greatest, but considering it's his rookie season, and he grew from that. I mean, his defensive stats are now good enough to compete there with Ryon Healy's, and hopefully he continues to grow, right? Oh, shit, I got a phone call. How unprofessional. Jesus Christ. Hang on a second. All right, sorry about that, boys. The phone is off. It won't interrupt us again. So Patrick Meza, I think, can take over for Ryon Healy. We also have Dennis Holcomb, who's got great power versus righties. If he could continue to grow, he's got good fielding, good arm strength. We got all these guys that we could play. Second baseman, we just traded for this guy, Geraldo Silva. Got rid of DJ LeMahieu. I really like his numbers. His contact versus lefties has come down, but in exchange, his contact versus righties has gone up. Not the greatest fielding second baseman, but he hit 282 for us with an on-base of 356. Not a bad leadoff guy for us. But we also have Michael Franklin right there behind him. This guy would be a great leadoff hitter. I might even be able to trust him over Geraldo Silva. Silva's got how many more years? One more year left after this. So yeah, I might go for one more year. Oh, I don't know what to do just yet. I got to see what the team looks like. First baseman, Miguel Sano. He's 29. He's got another 3 years left on this team. John Alexander, this guy, he came out of nowhere for us. I think I signed him in free agency. He got some great growth from playing down there in AAA, so I think another year for him to see if he continues to grow like that. If he does, he's going to take over for Perky Nips, who got some good growth this year. I keep on trying to be optimistic about Perky Nips. The good news is that next year, against righties, I think he'll be a successful batter. Contact is finally at 50. The power is at 78. Discipline, vision, and clutch is not bad. Put him on the bench. He didn't have too many at-bats this year because I made that mistake with the third baseman whose secondary position was first. But look what he did last year. In 109 at-bats, he had 275. If he did it once, he can do it again. We just got to get his power numbers up there. I keep on holding on to Perky Nips, boys. he's gonna break through before he becomes saggy tits. Catcher. All right, so Walter Chang, he's 30. He's going to stay here. He's got one more year left. I wish we could have got more out of Walter Chang. He's got good discipline, but he's just not simulating. Like 230 this year. Far from that year one where he hit 261 with an on-base of 337. Then this year where he hit 284 on-base of 386. He's back down to 230 in the last 2 years, basically. But he's staying. Walter Chang is definitely staying. We got nobody else. What about this guy? Luis Hernandez? No, we might have to get a catcher prospect. And then the closing pitchers, I think I'm going to turn some of these guys into medium relief. So Tim Schultz is not going to be our closing pitcher. The closing pitcher is going to be Michael Alford. We just noticed that he simulates very well as the closer. He only blew 4 saves this year with 56 saves under his belt. ERA, whip looks like that. So Michael Alford is going to be our legitimate closer. Tim Schultz is going to be a mid-relief pitcher for us. So I'm going to go in here and edit this. All right. No, you're not going to be a closing pitcher. Relief pitcher. There you go. All right. So that puts Tim Schultz in there for us. And Michael Coker, this guy as well, I'm going to turn him into because he simulates a little bit. He doesn't simulate well. So you know what? I'm going to turn him into a mid-relief as well. General. Yep, closing pitchers, no relief pitcher. There you go. So Coker and Tim Schultz will be mid-relief for us. We still have these guys for another 2 years, which is good. And then Alford and Palmer. Sheldon Palmer is going to be our setup man with those kind of stats. I think his number's still up there, but he's got that Ks over 9 innings way up there. I just got to get that walks up there. But I think this guy can be trusted as a setup man. His A potential is even going up higher, so he's going to get to at least the 90, 91 overall. So I want to trust in Sheldon Palmer and Michael Alford, 24-year-olds, okay? Relief pitchers, I think we got to get rid of Alex Wood. And then starting pitchers, here's where it gets interesting. Chaminade, I think, has got to go. We cannot pay him $25 million. Sonny Gray, I think, has got to go. It's just time to unload him, all right? I didn't like what he did in Game 1, or the only game in the wild card game against the LA Angels. Jesse Hahn, I think, can go. He's only got 1 year left. I don't want to lose him, I don't want to lose him for nothing for next year. And we have a bunch of young pitchers who pitched in year number 6, Jose Fernandez and Gustavo Picara, who both had great seasons, and then all these other guys beneath them that I think are ready for the majors. They may not be elite aces just yet, but give them the chance, just like Jose Fernandez. Look what this guy did for us this year. He went 15-6, ERA 3.52, whip 1.14. He had a great season, much better than Sonny Gray and Chaminade. Gustavo Picara, this guy we traded for, B potential 83 overall. He went 13-6 with an ERA of 3.17, a WHIP of 1.26. So I mean, we could run with these two guys. And then Ken Shockley, I mean, he's got the numbers ready to go. Those look like Jose Fernandez numbers. Joey Grubbs, he's got the numbers ready to go. We just got to give these guys a chance. Emery Bloom, he's got the numbers. He's not going to strike out a lot of guys, but his hits and walks over 9 innings are good enough. I could just run with these guys and then just save up a crack ton of money and trade away Sonny Gray and Jesse Hahn and get something back for it, right? So that's what I think I'm going to do. It's not going to be much decisions from you guys here. I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm going to do it. So Sonny Gray, thank you very much for your contributions, but we got to part ways. So let me just see. Yeah, there's no prospects available. There are some players, 2.2 million, 26 in the closing pitcher. I don't want to bring back too much salary. Let's see this. We do need that catcher, but if I'm going to be trading away Sonny Gray, I want something good coming back, something real good. So you know what? I'm going to wait on that for Sonny Gray. I might even need to get into free agency first before I trade him away. So a lot of teams have signed other rookies. So let's just go through this nice and slowly. I can even do some micromanaging myself. How many? 87 players under roster. All right, so let me go through this and I will trim the roster. No need to bore you guys. Give me a second. All right, that actually didn't take too long. We only have 74 players under contract now, so I've gone ahead and trimmed the roster, which is good. I have a better understanding of what I want to bring back, and now it's time to bring back those players. So Chaminade is the first one up, boyos. 94 overall. He wants, what, 25 million? 25 million. I just got to say straight up no. Chaminade, thank you for your contributions here. How long has he been in Oakland? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 seasons here in Oakland. He's pitched over 1,000 innings for the Athletics, but I'm not paying $25 million for these kind of seasons. I mean, look what he did in the last 2 years. If he gave me his World Series season, yeah, I'd pay it. 2.53 ERA, but year number 5, 3.35 ERA, not horrible. Like I said, he got it back on track, but last season, I mean, it was just so bad, man. His strikeouts were way down, his innings pitched were way down, his ERA was way up. Chaminade, 31 years of age, $25 million for that kind of season. No, thank you. So what we can do with Chaminade here is the Athletics have not tendered a qualifying offer. Yeah, so I can tender a qualifying offer, which will be an offer of 1 year, $19.9 million to Chaminade. Now he may accept it. I doubt it because he's worth 25 and he's going to get that 25 for multiple years on the open market, right? But if somebody decides to take Chaminade, then I get that team's first round draft pick. I get like a compensatory draft pick. Something like that, right? Qualifying offer must be, yeah, in order to receive draft pick compensation if this player signs another club. So, tender qualifying offer for Chaminade. The Athletics have tendered a qualifying offer of 1 year, $19.9 to Chaminade. There you go. So, I qualified him. Michael Alford. Yes, we want Michael Alford back. If I go 4 years, he wants real money. If I go 3 years, I could sign him cheaper, so let's do that. Alford is going to be the closer. This guy is the legitimate closer for us. He simulates much better than what's his name? Schultz, Tim Schultz. I'll give him, might be able to save some money here. We want to save money. So 4.5. You know what? I'll go to the 5. Yeah, I'll go up to 5 just to make sure he gets signed. 3 years, $5 million per season for the closer, Michael Alford. There you go. Sheldon Palmer is the setup man. Same thing. We'll go 3 years, $5 million. Damn, he wants more. They both want 3 years, $5 million. Yeah, look at that. All right, so let me just withdraw that offer from Sheldon Palmer because he's not going to be the closing. He's the bullpen. 3 years at $5 million. I'm going to pay Sheldon Palmer a little bit more. 5.5 for Sheldon Palmer. There you go. Let's see what it's because he doesn't have the closer role. He wants to be the closer. Damn, I don't like having to pay Sheldon Palmer more than Michael Alford, but whatever. Ryon Healy. How much does Ryon Healy want? 9.6. I think we have to go our separate ways with Ryon Healy there because Patrick Meza, the third baseman, our draft pick. This guy's, I mean, take a look at their fielding stats. 81, 74, 83, 86. 80, 87, 84, 68. Okay, so Ryon Healy's got the better arm, but Meza is more athletic. Fielding, he's got the better reaction, that's for sure. It's way better. And he's still on the way up, so the arm strength could grow. I mean, he grew +7 this year. So Ryon Healy, I think we got to let you go. Patrick Meza, let's try to give him, let's try to sign Patrick Meza long term here. Star, no, you're going to be an everyday player. 4.5, hang on, let me just lower the years so the number goes up faster. All right, 4.5. How many years can I get him for? 6 years? 5 years? Yeah, 5 years will work for me. Let's go down to, here we go. We can get him for $3.5 million per year. Yeah, $3.5 million per year for Patrick Mason for 5 years. There it is. Save some money there. Ken Shockley, these are all the starting pitchers we desperately want back on this team. 1 year, $80K, save so much money there. Dennis Holcomb, 1 year, $80K. Yeah, all these young players we got to play. Joey Grubbs, another starting pitcher we are going to play this year, so rotation. Let's give him 3 years. How much money can we save? Ooh, we could save a lot of money with Joey Grubbs. Good. Yeah, I mean, we got to take that step into the future. Paying all this money to all these pitchers when we got these guys waiting, and we could save so much. And then we can use the extra money to bring in that big piece to finish off the puzzle, that big pinch hitter or that big DH. Austin Perez. Yeah, we want Austin Perez back. 1 year, $80K. Chris Carrera. Yeah, 1 year, $80K. Emery Bloom. Bloom, we're going to give 3 years. Is Emery Bloom ready to go for next season? It was just his Ks that were low. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I can sign him to a great contract. Yeah, it was just his Ks that were low. So Emery Bloom, I think, is ready to go for next season as well. $80K, there you go, for 3 years. Rickey Owens, I don't think I need Rickey Owens back. He's got C potential. He could be a long relief pitcher for us because we don't have that. Can I sign him to the cheap deal again? Oh, yeah, I can get all these guys for cheap. This will be great. Hang on a second. There you go. Johnny Bridges, yes, relief pitchers. We want these guys. All we have right now in the bullpen are the 2 closers that we turned to relief pitchers. I'm going to be letting go of Wood. Strickland's gone. Chaffin's gone. Yeah, we need all these younger guys to come up. 1 year, $90K. Ricky Dutremble, 1 year, $80K. George Grimsley, 1 year, $80K. Chad Villa, $80K. Drew Rocker. Can I get this guy cheap? This is another guy in the bullpen. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Saving so much money. Now we're really going back, Moneyball. You know what? I don't want to bore you guys. Yeah, we got a lot more to go. Let me just go through and offer everyone a contract. Hang on a second. Okay, so I've sent out all the offers to all the players that we want back. We're going to wait a day, but I do know that there are 2 players that I'm thinking of. There might even be more that I know I want to trade away. I don't want to wait for anything. So, Jermaine, no. These guys can stay. It was, yeah, Andrew Tolles. This guy picked up for the 2 years that we were playing during our live stream. He wasn't bad for us, especially against righties, but no need to hold on to him. 1 year left, $4 million. I can find a younger player like Austin Perez or Ricky Dutremble to come up and play. So Andrew Tolles, I will just try to get a prospect back, all right? Ooh, the only team willing to offer anything are the Cincinnati Reds. All right, so hang on a second here. Let me try to get MLB ready. Let me just try to find somebody who's nice and cheap. Yeah, there's only 2 teams. All right, so there's not a lot of action on the table here for Andrew Tolles, but I do need that catcher, and there, Jim Raymond, 23 years of age, B potential, 73 overall. I'll have to take on a closing pitcher, Carlos Fabregas, but hang on a second. Let me see this. Can I give him back Fabregas? I don't need that closing pitcher. Hang on a second. Fabregas. Let's see his stats. He's making $490K per year. If I take that off, oh yeah, I don't even need him. So you can keep that contract. But I will take Jim Raymond, who's got 1 year left at $1 million. Ooh, good fielding catcher right here. 23 years of age. Yeah, that's a great trade for Andrew Tolles. So Minnesota, thank you very much. I will take that offer. All right, so now we have another catcher behind Walter Chang, 7 years younger, and he's got great fielding, great reaction, great blocking. Just got to get that arm accuracy and arm strength up there, and he's already not bad hitter against lefties. Lefties. Righties, not so much, but Walter Chang's not bad for that still. So he's got, we got 3 years with Walter Chang. We can train Raymond until he's 26, and then he can take over. So that's not a bad trade right there. So we got rid of our center fielder, Aguero, Perez, Baez, Ryon Healy. I think we're just going to let go. Silva, I'm holding on to. Miguel Sano, Walter Chang. Where was it? It was, yes, that's the one. Alex Wood. Alex Wood, final year left. I could use him as a long relief. He's been a great simulation pitcher for us. But like I said, we have all these young starting pitchers who could actually play in the long relief role this year, or just some of our young relief pitchers. So I want to free up that $5 million. Let's just trade him away. Let's try to find a prospect here. Elijah Wood from the Blue Jays. Ooh, 21 years of age, A potential. They want to get him. All right, well, let's just go through the entire list here, see what we got. That looks like that's about it. So the Toronto Blue Jays, they want to give us a relief pitcher and a closing pitcher for Alex Wood. I would take that. I would have taken something a little bit better, but let's see this guy's stats. Oh my god, yeah, those stats are good. Control's a little bit low. Kind of reminds me of Tim Schultz's stats. Like everything is mid-60s and you can grow on that except for the control. Yeah, that's pretty good. Has he pitched at all just yet? Hasn't pitched at all. I fully have the contract. He's got 2 renewable years followed up by 3 arbitration years, 21 years of age. Yep, I will take that. And relief pitchers, Luis Gonzalez, let's see. I might not even need him. No, you know what? His walks are way low. I'm not even going to take it. Oh, my God. That much value for Luis Gonzalez? Really? Holy crap. I might be able to get something else in here. Hang on a second. Let me go through. What about some catchers? No, I got to find somebody with years left. Here we go. Hunter Dozy. No, I don't need that. Yeah, okay. That's going way up there. I'm just trying to take a look at the interest level. It really does spike. Go through some of these teams. Nope. Man, they have nobody signed. They're waiting. Yeah, they got nobody signed. Okay, so let me just go back and get that relief pitcher. Is there anyone else? Any other relief? This guy. He's got deep potential. No, thank you. Anyone else? All right, you know what? Luis Gonzalez. There you go. I'll take it. So Elijah Wood and Luis Gonzalez for Alex Wood to help out the Blue Jays right now. We'll go through. Sounds like a good deal to me. All right, so we just freed up. What was that, like 8-9 million with those two? We shouldn't have any problem signing all of our coaches now. And I'm going to save, hopefully we don't have to trade away Sonny Gray and Jesse Hahn just yet. I would like to wait until free agency is started. In fact, let me just try Jesse Hahn. Yeah, see, it's just too much money, and the other teams haven't signed their players just yet. So let's just hold on to them for right now. Hopefully, with the money that we just traded away, we have enough. 2.04 to get all the coaches and all those players signed. So let's see what happens, all right? Schedule. Let's advance a day. Felix Mateo, Marcus Chappelle, Garrett Lund, Darren Montez, blah, blah, blah. These are all the young players. All right, so let's go back to managed contracts. All right, so all these guys with the W have been dropped. These guys still have offers that they're waiting. Ricky Dutremble, he's still waiting. So everyone has re-signed except for Sean Manaea and Ryon Healy. Now, Ryon Healy, should I sign him? Let me take a look at the managed roster screen, compare him to my other third baseman. What do you guys think about this? Ryon Healy, 31 years of age. He wants like $9 million, though. I think we could afford it. He's given us a gold glove. Last season, he hit 268, on-base percentage 328, 18 home runs. I mean, he's not horrible. And then Patrick Meza. See, the thing about Meza is, I mean, we could use him this year against lefties, and then use Ryon Healy against righties, because he does have that 72 and 70. It's been growing. But then again, Patrick Meza might be better off just playing the entire year for both, because 67-59 is not that bad either, right? All right, I think I gotta let Ryon Healy go, boys. It's a lot of money. If I want to sign him, let's see how much. It takes me down from 1.15 down to 786. He wants $10 million. You know what? I'm not going to give it to him. So Ryon Healy, I'm not going to qualify an offer because I don't want him to accept the 1 year, $19 million. No, thank you. So that is basically everything. Yeah, we just got to advance a few days here. So let's go again. Ricky Dutremble, Jimmy Comstock. All right. What about our coaches? Shit. Coaches. All right. So we got the manager, the hitting coach, the first base coach. Farm director, pitching coach, and third base coach all still have the top offers from us, so I can keep going here. So let's go again. Hideki Takahashi has accepted the Athletics offer. All right. Steven Diaz is back as our pitching coach. Good. Blah, 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 blah. All the people claiming our waived players. So these two guys are the only two, both 31 years of age. Yeah, man, cornerstones of the Oakland Athletics franchise for like the last 5-6 years under GM Superb, man. But they got to go. They got to go. We just don't have the cash flow to sign these guys. So coaches, we still got to get the third base coach and the farm director. All right, so schedule. Let's go ahead. The farm director has decided to sign, and the third base coach has decided to sign. So that is everything taken care of management-wise. And how much money do we still have? $971. So if I go to managed contracts, right, these two guys, Sean Manaea, if I want to sign him to 25, I have $20K left. That would not work. I don't even think the game would allow that to go through. And if I want to sign Ryon Healy, I would have $606,000 per week left. That's just no. I want to go into free agency with a little bit of money, and I know I can still trade away Sonny Gray and Jesse Hahn to free up some more, but I got to get other teams signing their young players so that they can then trade them away to me. All right, so let's go ahead. Yep, last day. Let me just make sure I've got everyone signed. Yes, I do. All right, let's go into free agency. There it is. Who's available this year's free agency? Dansby Swanson, 98 overall shortstop. Holy crap. Well, we were talking about getting a better shortstop before we got Baez, right? We could have got this guy. $30 million, though. From $971 cash flow to -$169. Holy crap. Starting pitchers, third baseman, Sean Manaea is in there. Look at all these qualifying offers made to everyone. Alex Reyes, Michael Fulmer. Oh man, it's an amazing free agency. This is what happens later on in this game, man. Just so many freaking players go to free agency, and the league completely changes. So what do you guys think? What do we need on this team? Like I said, I want to give the spots to the young players, but if there's somebody that we do need to sign, you can let me know. We still have some big trades to make. So Sonny Gray, Jesse Hahn, Jose Fernandez, Gustavo Bacara, Ken Shockley, Joey Grubbs, Emery Bloom, Chris Carrera. We have all these starting pitchers, and we can still free up $27 million with Sonny Gray and Jesse Hahn, which means we can bring in somebody who's making 25 if we free up this much, right? Relief pitchers, Tim Schultz, Michael Coker, and then these guys can take over. Closing pitchers, we got Michael Alford, Sheldon Palmer, and Elijah Wood from the Toronto Blue Jays going to be down there in AAA. Catchers, Walter Chang and Kevin Floyd. He may, actually no, what was the Jim Raymond? Yeah, he may benefit from a year down there in AAA just to see if he grows. First baseman, Miguel Sano and Perky Nips. Second baseman, Geraldo Silva. Third baseman, Patrick Meza. Shortstop, Javier Baez and Philip Nakajima. Left fielder, Jude Aguero. Center fielder is going to be Phil Germano. And right field is going to be David Cato. So we have roster positions taken care of with our young players that we're trying to grow, but on the bench. And maybe a starting pitcher. Maybe we do hold on to Sonny Gray, boys. I mean, just hold on to him for one more year and then trade him at the end of next season. I don't know. So starting pitchers looks like that. I guarantee you everybody who's like plus 90 wants like close to 30 million. Severino looks 23.7. Shelby Miller 12.9. All right, so it drops off a little bit there. 7.7. Yeah, but all these guys, man, including Chaminade, 25 million. Relief pitchers looks like that. I don't know if we need to bring in any relief pitchers. Closing pitchers looks like that. I don't think we need to bring in anyone like that. Not closing pitchers. Catchers. We could always pick up a catcher to back up, what's his name? Walter Chang this year. Tony Walters. Yeah, this guy would be perfect. Nice defensive catcher to bring in. How much does he want? 9.5. Oh my god. Gary Sanchez. How much does he want? 9.5. Well, I mean, these catchers want a lot of money. Maybe I just go down with like a guy like JT Realmuto. Bring him back for 1 year. I don't know. You guys let me know about that. First baseman. All right. Tommy Joseph. Derek Dietrich. We do need a designated hitter, though, this year. We got one too many. Now, we could bring up somebody, but a guy like Tommy Joseph, how much does he want? 10.5. Yeah, we do need a designated hitter. So if you guys notice anyone, let me know. Second baseman looks like that. A lot of good guys in here. Third baseman looked like this. Joey Gallo could be our designated hitter. How much does he want, though? 26.7. I can't do it. 30 million for Bregman. I cannot do it. Ryon Healy's in there at 9.6, but he's not a designated hitter for us. He's a fielder. Oh, man. What do we do? Shortstops looks like that. All right. Jonathan VR we could get for a pinch runner, defensive substitution for the infield. Left fielders. All right. Kyle Schwarber. Designated hitter against righties. Yeah, that looks great. How much is he going to want, though? 9.8. Well, if you were going to pay 9.8 to Ryon Healy for the DH role, Schwarber would be a better idea. Only against righties, though. Against lefties, not so much, but against righties, he looks great. David Dahl, Tyler Naquin, they're going to want so much. Keon Bronxton, all right. And then right fielders, Hunter Renfroe. Okay, Lonnie Chisenhall, Carlos Gonzalez, Steven Souza Jr., Adam Duvall. Wasn't he the playoff MVP? I think he was. 94 power. Holy shit, how many home runs does this guy hit? 35. They traded for him. Nice trade. All right, so we're going to end it right there, boyos. Let me know what you think about free agency and also potential trades. We still have Jesse Hahn and Sonny Gray that we can move away, and that would be $25 million plus, and we can already sign one of these guys. So I think we can afford one top-notch player, but should we? Or should we just grow a few guys, like get Schwarber in there, get maybe another starting pitcher for like, 10 mil, get a catcher for like 5 mil, and just go that route. Let me know, boyos, and I will see you at the start of year number 7. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.